This is a song that I don't believe I've ever fully listened to, nor watched the music video for. I know of the song, I know Smooth Criminal, but I can't recall ever listening from start to finish, really trying to understand what it's about. And ironically, this is a huge hit of Michael Jackson's. Over 1.2 billion views. Isn't that crazy? This guy is still making waves. If he only knew how many people are listening to him still to this day. Not forgotten, not lost. My gosh, it's been crazy fun to be on this Michael Jackson train of exploring ever since his biographical film came out, and there's another Netflix special that Netflix is pushing out, and I'm excited to check out this one with you, Smooth Criminal. Fun fact, his short film for Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal was the centerpiece for the feature film Moonwalker and the debut of Michael's iconic anti-gravity lean, inspired in part by Fred Astaire's Girl Hunt Ballet dance number in the film The Bandwagon. Smooth Criminal was named Best Video at the Brit Awards, Broadcast Film Critics Association, and the People's Choice Awards. I am excited to check this one out with you. Why is Smooth Criminal as major as it is? What is your favorite Michael Jackson video? What are some fun facts about Michael Jackson that you think I might not know? Oh, that's smooth. I love the sound effects he does. Ow! Chaka chaka, haka chaka, yipa chiki. Like, I'm making stuff up now. But I love it. It's so authentic to me. It's so creative. Ah! I have never listened to this properly. I know the hook, that intro, and the I can't even think straight right now. The Annie, are you okay line. That's like, you know, everybody knows that. But I have never actually paid attention to what this is really about. This is legendary. quick. Michael. What is happening? What? Ooh, that bass line. Oh. Hey. Heck yes. Freaking legendary. am falling in love with Michael Jackson's music in a way that I never expected. I was starting to do these reactions because that's what people are doing right now. And I know a lot of people are responding well to them, want to see more. But this is doing something for me personally that I did not expect. I am in awe of these choreographies. What a dancer he was. I could see, even when I look at some of these modern day dance battles and choreographies, just how much he inspired. He changed the generation when it comes to dancing. This was a phenomenal film. I mean, my gosh, what a performance. But there's so much we could talk about here. Subscribe, by the way, and please go subscribe to Michael Jackson. I feel like his YouTube channel, even in death, should be so much bigger because I want more and more, even of the next generation and of the future generations, to see and be exposed to his music. His love for kids, his love for nature, his heart for the people is so important. His message of unity and against police brutality and social injustice, his love for the earth and our need to take care of it. He really has a lot of songs that have powerful messages that I believe should be part of our educational system and should just be talked about and remembered. But go subscribe if you haven't yet, and make sure to subscribe here too. I'm really amazed by the intricacy of his choreographies and the dance moves. Of course, we know the legendary moonwalk and now that amazing debut of his gravity-defying lean. And you have these amazing moves, but to me, it's not just cool looking. It speaks of a whole new era of dancing that he inspired to this day, that he inspires with his moves that people try to imitate and be inspired by. I see such a kind soul, and this song has me pondering in the best possible way. Smooth Criminal, the whole film, this beautiful underground club that Michael enters as the smooth criminal, if you will, who is taking out one person after the other that seem to be all criminals themselves. He's almost like this good vigilante, if you will. It comes across as to me as the one that's taking out all these criminals, maybe trying to find the person who hurt Annie in the club. But now, they're all dancing together. And it's this amazing dance mob, flash mob, musical performance. It's so many layers here. We could take apart the amazing cinematography and costume that was just pioneering at this time in history. We could talk about the composition, the crescendo, the way that Michael Jackson and his team kept finding ways, and his producers kept finding ways to create one hit after the other. That was just unique and standalone with so many different genres coming together. You can't put Michael Jackson just into one genre. I love that about him. I'm big on not being boxed in and exploring the world, as you know, to experience different genres and cultures and whatnot. And I feel that in Michael Jackson, he's brought together these different artists and celebrities and people from all walks of life and cultures and countries. And he's just a man of the people. And so there's so many layers to this that we could talk about. We could talk about his vocal performance, the high notes, this range that he has, the grit, the way that he was holding that note. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful work. The hook, his legendary hooks that get stuck in our head. I know Smooth Criminal. I know the whole chorus, but I've never really listened to the lyrics like this. Don't recall ever seeing this music video. There's actually a lot of music videos I'm discovering that I haven't seen of his. And I'm really amazed by it. And I'm amazed by this song because on one hand, it's this mystery to me. Who is Annie? On the other hand, I wonder if this is not, I feel like this could be this double, triple entendre. On one hand, perhaps really a person named Annie that got hurt, that got killed, a conversation about a criminal. It makes me wonder if it is also a conversation, and maybe that's why this girl at the end that was watching them maybe supposed to represent little Annie. And the soldier that snapped her away. And I got teary-eyed because I wondered if this song was also about the harm that's done to women, and specifically young girls and young kids. And a conversation about SA perhaps, and abuse, where their innocence is stolen, where harm is being done. Because of course some might say maybe the soldier just pulled her away because they're about to release gunfire on this underground club. But the way that it was done, with the gloved hand over the mouth, it did feel like a type of abduction nod. And I wonder if it was also is a conversation about that. And I got teary-eyed when I saw Michael Jackson take up his arms and shoot at all of them. I wonder if it's his statement to fight, to go against all these criminals. We thought all these criminals were the people in this underground club that he is fighting. But now they're all dancing in unison, and these soldiers are appearing. And maybe they're the true criminals. They're trying to shut down this club. Maybe they're looking for the criminal. Is Michael Jackson the criminal here? Maybe also a conversation about that. He's all dressed in white. He seems to be the innocent one here. And yet he's taken out people, and these soldiers are coming, perhaps looking for him. Is this him also talking about how he was painted as the criminal? How a system accused him of heinous crimes that he had never done, when he was the one who has a heart for Annie, when he was actually the one who wants to take out the criminals, when he's the one who wants to destroy these men and these people that would hurt little Annie. And so there was something emotional for me about seeing him take up arms, because whenever I see people coming together, but particularly men, that stand together and say, you will not hurt our women and our children. You will not hurt us. We're going to stand together. We're going to take you out. There's so much symbolism. And of course, I know art is subjective and music is art. And so this is very subjective on my part. But I've never thought about, who is Annie really? What is this about? Is this just a conversation about someone that hurt somebody else? And I'm starting to wonder if that is much more here. Could it also be a conversation about a woman who's gotten abused or used by a man, the smooth criminal, right? The type of man that talks his way and plays his way into a woman's heart and then takes advantage of her and leaves her lying on the bedroom floor, hurt, used, maybe not assaulted, but emotionally, psychologically betrayed and played and taken advantage of. Different ways we can take this. And I'm going to look up in a second if Michael Jackson ever said anything about Smooth Criminal. But I've never listened to this song like this, and I can't believe that how deep it is. The performance, phenomenal. That dance choreography, oh my gosh. And the fact that he escapes, who is this lady at the end and in the beginning? Who is she supposed to represent? Who is Annie really? Annie, are you okay? Tell us if you're okay, Annie. According to the internet, Michael Jackson didn't talk about the song's meaning much publicly, but his collaborators and audio engineers have confirmed exactly what inspired it. The fictional story, the lyrics narrate a dark fictional story about a woman named Annie who was violently attacked in her apartment by an intruder, which is, I feel like, very obvious through the lyrics. I'm looking for more of the double entendres, perhaps. The inspiration for Annie, the iconic lyric "Annie, are you okay?" was inspired by the Rosalie and mannequin used in CPR training. Jackson took the life-saving drill phrase trainees are taught to say and set it to a rhythmic chant. That is brilliant. The song evolved from an earlier unreleased demo Jack wrote called Al Capone, which featured heavy 1940s and 1950s mafia and gangster themes, which, I'm knocking my cup down, which was very obvious in the music video. Very, very obvious. This is crazy. The lyrics, yes, I could see that definitely speak of a woman who's attacked violently in her apartment, but I do feel that there could be so much more we could talk about here of young women, young ladies who are being assaulted, about domestic abuse perhaps, about people that are being played and heartbroken by a smooth criminal, if you will. Our desire to find the perp and to have justice. Our system where everyone just dances along. I mean, there's many ways we can interpret this, of course, and that wasn't necessarily what was meant originally. But fascinating to take Annie, are you okay, to a rhythm and put it on a rhythm. And that too is powerful though, because if it's coming from this CPR doll and you're asking Annie, are you okay? This idea of trying to revive someone, trying to bring someone back to life, very fitting if someone was assaulted in their apartment, but also fitting to, if we're talking about domestic abuse or SA or anything like that, that it could be this conversation about trying to bring back to life, if not literally, metaphorically speaking, figuratively speaking, someone who's hurting, we want to make sure they're okay. I think this is really deep. And I think that, again, it just goes to show just how much Michael Jackson was about real human experience and real conversations about all kinds of topics. And it fascinates me. What a beautiful soul. My gosh. What do you think about this one, guys? Subscribe and stay tuned for more. I will see you on the next ride. Ayo.